dear brothers and sisters in the fraternity. We will go through Article 15 of the Secular Franciscan Rule. Let them individually and collectively be in the forefront in promoting justice by the testimony of their human lives and the courageous initiatives, especially in the field of public life. They should make definitive choices in harmony with the faith. With this rule, we can see that the rule complements the Second Vatican Council studies because the previous article 75 in the General Constitution of the old rule stated like this: fraternities of the third order as such shall abstain from engaging in civil or purely economic and political affairs. Things get changed, and here the rule definitely states: be in the forefront, promote justice, and be an example with your life and courageous initiatives. Especially make definitive choices in harmony with faith. So, what does it mean? It means you and I are being called to create a paradise in this earth. It also means that it is to the laity through, not exclusively to them, that secular duties and activities properly belong. When therefore, as citizens of the world, they are engaged in any activity, either individually or collectively, they will not be satisfied with meeting the minimum legal requirements, but will strive to become truly proficient in that sphere. It is their task to cultivate a properly informed conscience and to impress the divine law on the affairs of the earthly city. This is from the Vatican document, Church in the Modern World. And the Apostolate for the Laity also states as follows: the laity are made to share in the priestly, prophetical, and kingly office of Christ. They have therefore in the church and in the world their own assignment in the mission of the whole people of God. In the concrete, their apostolate is exercised when they work at evangelization and sanctification of all. It's exercised too when they endeavor to have the gospel spirit permeate and improve the temporal order, going about it in a way that bears clear witness to Christ and helps forward the salvation. The Franciscan responsibility towards justice and dignity takes many forms. They recreate a world towards perfect harmony with others in God's presence. They recognize and respect all human beings as sacred persons. They criticize and find solutions for unjust and immoral situations, as well as struggling to provide for those who suffer. They free themselves and others from restrictions placed on them by a cruel, sinful, and unloving world, and by the dignity and the rights of the people when are crushed. By being the brother's keepers, they help create a free-flowing society where people can grow and act without undue restraints and preserve the rights of people to live, move, and have their being in the dignity that is rightfully theirs as children of God and members of the household of God. They will give to others their due as redeemed persons, which it is more than what is expected in merely social, human, or political or economic terms. The new rule gives two means of promoting justice, individually and collectively. How? By the testimony of human lives and their courageous initiatives. Our personal life remains the one which speaks the loudest. in the most visible and works with great efficiency. Behavior speaks louder than words. Our actions in everyday life will either build a bridge between Christ and the world or will construct a wall. Our own life of justice is the most effective tool for promoting justice in others. The concept of getting involved in activities which may be economic, political, financial, or whatever it is becoming a part of your life. In shorter terms, Father Stanislaus Lourdes Swami, the Jesuit priest, should be a role model for us in this way of living. Because within our world, we find people who are fighting for justice, peace, and who give their lives for maintaining hope of poor and the needy. We are also called for the same. By the way, are we doing this right now in our lives? If we are restricting ourselves only to our own activities or that of our own families, we are missing the spirit of the gospel, and we should rethink the values we should cherish as Franciscans. Thank you.